My name is Daniel, and I'm an alcoholic. Wrong video? It's been an intense week, and sometimes we felt a little bit like we were coming out of a bunker. Mark's wife, she told him that she didn't remember what his voice sounded like, and Viveka's parents put out an Amber Alert. But along the way, we've learned some things, both about ourselves and about the group as a whole. For example, I learned through the star power game that the system is hopelessly rigged against me. And I'd tell you what we learned as a group, but instead, I've decided to hire a consultant.
And as they say, first impressions are one of the deepest impressions out there. And what was my first impression of the entire team? That I'm big on consulting buzzwords. So, before the consulting club bombs up with case prep and our CDO members armor our jargon with some buzzwords, here am I to share some of my consultant speak with you. What were the 3 triple dubs for our team? Triple dubs? What went well for the entire week? And as they say, always talk in threes. We have Ying, Mark, and Mauricio talking to you about it.
First, we have built strong bond of trust with each other from the start, and this trust is growing within our group as the course progresses. This Monday, we introduced each other's stories, shared important life events before we came to Yale SOM and became Blue One groupthink, and talk about everybody's first impressions. We built trust and friendship through those warm social activities, and we had a truly open, interactive, and friendly discussion with each other. Of course, full of fun. And next, when we came to Telegram case, our management team and workers further developed this trust. When our workers did not get responses within the first 40 minutes, when they contacted the management team, which was still developing a strategy, our workers continued to patiently and firmly believe that our management team was on the right track.
One of the drivers behind the continuous creation of teams is our desire to create more, to push the envelope. We yearn for the prediction to be true, that, in the right set of circumstances, the group can produce more than the sum of its parts. And yet so many teams fail. With groupthink, we've made it happen. As I watched our team bond and communicate in the early stage of its creation, I realized I was watching something special unfold. But the real magic happened during the hurricane. Our team achieved that most sought after of objectives. We achieved synergy. The team set itself its overall objective at the start. This helped focus the team's mind. But beyond that, the team encouraged an atmosphere of positive challenge. Take the humble bucket and mop. Most members of the team had dismissed this seemingly inconspicuous item. But one member saw an opportunity. A mop plus a knife makes a spear. The team agreed. But beyond that, there was something more. The positive, encouraging, collaborative, and supportive environment that our team had created encouraged everybody to put their best foot forward for the common good of the team. The measurable result? A cohort-leading 30.3 synergy score. The immeasurable result? We'd proven to ourselves that groupthink could achieve that something special, that we could achieve synergy.
Thirdly, one of the things that our group did really well was to be reflective and aware of the big picture. For example, in the Hurricane exercise, our strategy was to divide priorities into groups. However, as some of our members pointed out correctly, following that strategy blindly would have gave us our first priority a canvas, something that would be very unreal in real life. Taking the time to be reflective and just look at the big pictures allowed us to get a better outcome than otherwise. Also, being aware and reflective was very important for us to yell very well during the first week of our orientation. We all agreed that during our team building exercise, there was a lot of confidence built by the fact that we were all very honest, open, and willing to be vulnerable. It was very important to be aware and reflective during the times that we went well. However, there were also times when our team did very bad. For example, in the Legoman and the Tanagram exercises, our team ended up in the second worst half. And something that I really liked was the team take the time after those exercises to reflect and to see what we could have done better. The next section is show some of the conclusions at which we arrive.
And I'm back to talk about the 3 EBIs for the week. Even better ifs. Because as we consultants say, we always find opportunity areas of improvement for our clients, even when the fees may exceed expected benefits. So here we are with Sydney, Michael, and Dan talking about it.
Groupthink is made up of experts, and incredibly skilled ones. Mary Parker Follett, an American social worker, once said, "We want the single voice, but not the single note." Groupthink is made up of 9 unique notes with varying skills, and the key is discovering and leveraging this expertise. During the orientation project, Archit's extensive knowledge of mobile payment platforms inspired the concept for our project, and Michael's incredible PowerPoint skills led to a visually stunning presentation, and that allowed the team to function more effectively and efficiently. But not all skills are so obvious. Caproni mentions in the article, Creating High-Performing Teams, that high-performing teams identify the skills they need to achieve their goals and then match those skills to their team members. During the hurricane exercise, we identified the goals, but we forgot to ask ourselves one question. Did anyone on our team have relevant survival skills? Turns out that Mark did in fact have those skills from a previous sailing course. Expertise is not obvious. It's not something we wear on our sleeve, and it's not something that we self-identify. However, it is crucial to the long-term success of the team. And as a team, it's our responsibility to draw those skills out of our team members.
Groupthink needs to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. We sometimes prize cohesion too highly, and this could affect the quality of our output. We need to work on balancing cohesion with productive dissent. With no fewer than 4 director types, robust discussion ideas don't need a lot of prompting. Appointing team members to play devil's advocate in a structured way will foster good ideas without getting stuck in a bog. Fostering creativity is key to pushing the envelope. In Tanagram, we efficiently optimized our assembly process, but didn't question our underlying assumptions about the rules of the game. We were an order of magnitude slower than the winning group. At IDEO, designers create a space where they can question the premises behind the everyday things that we all take for granted. Groupthink needs to embrace crazy ideas.
The week started off pretty smoothly. Our group left the team dynamic lecture very confident that we'd expanded our Johari's public box. And following the hurricane experiment, we were pleased to know that we had great odds at surviving a hurricane, not least because of our fantastic synergy. As the week progressed, though, our streak faltered. We left the Lego Man pretty disappointed with our mediocre result, and the Tangram experiment followed a similar pattern. We left the room confident that we'd completed the exercise sans snafu, but when later compared our 6-minute result with an astounding 11-second result of a creative team, disappointment visibly washed over our faces. Only later, though, did we come to address the elephant in the room. How do we deal with disappointment? While our team was beyond shade of a doubt committed to the success of the group, we recognize that there will be times when our achievements won't live up to our expectations and hope. How do we deal with this? After lengthy discussions and debates, we decided the best way was simply to learn how to shake these off. Shake them off.
Now let's see what Viveka has to say on how we plan to begin a transformation journey to optimize team dynamics and move up the excellence curve.
The number one thing that went well for us this week is that our group is awesome. Like other hot groups, we believe that each of our members and our group as a whole is something special. Groupthink hit the learning team jackpot. Going forward, we've got to remember how lucky we are as we work to foster the relationships and the conditions that will allow our hot groupness to blaze in its full glory. This means constantly fueling our spirit with humor and affection. Obviously gonna cut that part.
All right, now everybody just jostle each other.